What's up, guys? Welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about my nighttime skincare routine. So last month I did a video talking about my morning skincare routine, and I did a get ready with me where I put my makeup on. So today I'm going to talk about the products that I use for my nighttime skincare routine. So this might be a little bit of a shorter video because in the morning skincare video, I also did my makeup, and I'm not going to be doing my makeup here, obviously, since the idea is I do this at night before I go to bed. But I do have a lot more products to talk about for a nighttime skincare routine, so it might even out. So for a nighttime skincare routine, the first thing I'm going to be doing when I get ready for bed is taking off my makeup. Now, I don't have any makeup on right now, but first thing I do is use my Neutrogena makeup remover towelettes, and these I use to take off my eye makeup, mascara, and whatever makeup is on my face. That is the first step, and then I cleanse and wash my face in the sink. I have a couple of different facial cleansers that I use, and I talked about these in my morning skincare routine video too, because I don't really have a separate morning, separate nighttime cleanser. I use the same cleanser all the time. One I keep by my sink and one I keep in the shower, and I just kind of use them interchangeably that way. So the one I keep by my sink is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost with hyaluronic acid. The Hydrating Gel Cleanser, this is the one I keep on my sink, and then this is the one I keep in my shower, which is also by Neutrogena, the Fresh Foaming Cleanser. So again, not really like day versus night, it's just one I keep in the shower because I think this pump is just easier for shower, and the other one I keep by the sink, but I do like them both. I also keep inside my shower my Clinique 7-day scrub. So this is like an exfoliating cleanser. The idea is that they call it 7-day scrub because ideally you could use this every day if you wanted to. However, I don't use it every day. Usually it's if I have gone for a run and I was wearing sunscreen, or I had a lot of makeup on and I have a lot of stuff on my face, or if it's been a couple days and I can just feel like my skin needs exfoliation, I will use this in the shower, especially if I wore sunscreen, because that feels very sticky and heavy to me, and I want to make sure I'm getting all of my sunscreen off. So I will use that if I have been wearing a lot of sunscreen on that particular day. So after I've cleansed my face, the next step is to put my serums and lotions on. The first thing I usually will do is my toner. So this is the OLEHENRIKSEN Glow O Dark Spot Toner. It has AHA in it. Now, I don't always use a toner. This is something I used to use on a twice daily basis when I was younger. I'm 51 now. My skin is a little bit older. I don't use toner quite so often, but there are times, like I said, especially in the summer, if I've been sweating or wearing a lot of makeup or sunscreen, where I do feel like I need that extra level of exfoliation and removing of whatever I had on my face all day. And I will use this, but I don't use it all the time. It's really nice for also like my neck and behind the ears, just to make those areas just feel a little bit more cleaner. So for me, the first cream that I put on my face is this Agency Nighttime Cream. So Agency is a company where you can get a prescription level tretinoin in a formula specifically created for you if you join their website and go on and you fill out your profile, and you can say what you're looking for, what are your skin priorities, what are your trouble spots, this and that, your age. You can upload a couple photos of yourself, and then somebody on their end will analyze it, your skincare specialist, and they will come up with a formula specific to you and send it to you in the mail. So it's basically like a subscription that you're joining, and every 2 months you'll get a bottle. So when you're running out, they'll send you an email asking you to check in and say, how's everything going? It gives you an opportunity to say, I'm having a good reaction to this, I'm having a bad reaction to this, it's making me turn red, it's making me itch, or whatever it is. I haven't had any issues with their products, so I usually am on like an auto send where I get it every 2 months. I never had a reaction really to the tretinoin in this because I had already used a retinol cream. I used the Neutrogena product line of retinol creams for about a year or so before I even started with the prescription level tretinoin. So Neutrogena has a really good line of retinol products. They have a face cream, they have a specific eye cream, and I used that for a while. So my skin had a chance to get used to retinol before I started with the prescription level tretinoin, so I never had any reaction. Once in a while I can see my skin is flaking a lot from, you know, the skin cells being turned over in the exfoliation. So if I see that happening, I'll skip a night and not use it and then just go back to it the following night. Now, when it comes to nighttime routines, there's a lot of ingredients you're going to want to put on your face. And you'll hear a lot of different things from people, like making sure you have ceramides and making sure you have retinol and making sure you have peptides. And it ends up being a lot of ingredients. And some people will do videos like this and they have 4, 5, 6 different things they're putting on their face at night. Now, I do not put that many things on my face at night. I still have pretty oily skin for even being 51, so I cannot wear like 5 or 6 different creams and serums. I try to keep it to 3 maximum. Now, the going wisdom is if you are using a lot, which order do I do them in, right? So the going wisdom is you go from thin to thickest. So if you have a very thin serum or an oil, that goes on first, and then the thicker creams go on last. So I basically follow this for the most part, but a lot of my creams have basically the same consistency. So then it's just a judgment call at that point. I don't use an oil or a very thin serum, and I always put this on first. And it's not necessarily the thinnest, but I want the retinol in this. I want the tretinoin to be the first thing that touches my skin. I don't want there to be any other lotion in between this and my skin. So that for me always goes on first. So then the second step I do after that is moisturizing. So I have a couple different moisturizers that I like, and I'll show them. So one of them is the CeraVe PM. Now, like I mentioned in my morning skincare routine, I do use this interchangeably morning and night, although it does say PM on the bottle. And this is a really good one because it's a nice light moisturizer and it does have ceramides. Another one that I really like a lot is the Neutrogena Oil-Free Moisture. I've been using this for over 10 years. I love this product. They also make a version that has sunscreen in it, which I used to just use as like my sunscreen. And then another one that I absolutely love is this number 7 Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Serum. This one is so great. I love to use this, especially on a night where I have exfoliated with my 7-day scrub, because my skin is so fresh and primed, and when I put this on over my freshly exfoliated skin, it just glides right on. It is so smooth and just perfect. I love how it feels. So that's a good one too. Now, I usually will pick one of these 3. I do not use all 3 of these. Sometimes I will use 2, but it's usually one of them. And then for an eye cream, I have the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Eye Cream with the hyaluronic acid. I like this. I don't always use an eye cream. Sometimes I'll take this and put it close to my eyes. You don't want to put the retinol too close to your eyes. I just kind of go around my eye socket with this one. So I will go into my eyes a little bit closer with one of my other moisturizers. Then I have a neck cream, which I love. This product right here. It is StriVectin. I absolutely love it. This is another one that just smells so good and feels so good. I just love the smell of it. So I put that on my neck. I love this product. I actually got this on one of those daily deals they have on GMA. If you ever watch with Tori Johnson, they had this on sale one time and I got it, and I'm totally hooked on this. I love this product a lot. So then the last thing I put on is some lip balm, which I'm just using regular chapstick. I sleep with a lip balm on my lips every night. It can be any kind, chapstick, Burt's Bees, what have you. I used to have a really great lip balm I loved that was from Grove Collaborative. It was that mint and argan lip balm. It was so good. I'm unsubscribed to Grove right now, so I can't get it anymore, but that lip balm was amazing. It felt so good to put on at night. So then I'll just talk about a couple other products that aren't really specific to nighttime skincare, but they're products that are, you know, pretty important in my skincare regimen and just in general. So I just want to bring your attention to them. So one of them is the Alpha Skincare AHA cream, which again, Angie Hot and Flashy has mentioned this. All of my information, everything I know is from her. I am not a skincare guru. I have learned from others like Angie and Marnie and some of the other YouTubers that I've watched and incorporated those things into my routine. So this is a really great skin lotion that does have AHA in it, which is really great for exfoliating. It's really great for dark spots. I use this on my arms and in my chest area, and it has made a huge difference. My compression sleeve is on this arm, so you can't see it, but I used to have a lot more dark spots and age spots on this arm, and I've been using this stuff for like 2 years, and it really has made a difference. It really just it's a nice thick cream, so I do typically use it at night because it's very thick and it kind of bothers me to have it on during the day, so I do use that one at night. This is a really great skincare lotion. And the other thing that is really important in my skincare is Banana Boat Aloe Gel, After Sun Gel. So this is like an aloe that you would put on your skin if you have a sunburn, but I use this all the time, sunburn or not. After I shave my legs, I put this on. It makes my legs feel so soft. It's so soothing and good. Again, I use this one at night a lot just because it can be kind of sticky to wear during the day. And if I'm putting other things on like sunscreen, I don't want to have this underneath it. But I use this a ton for all kinds of things. It's just it makes your skin so soft. For hand cream, I have various hand creams that I keep around my house and in my pocketbook and my work bag. So Jergens, Aveeno, anything like that, Lubriderm. I do use Bath and Body Works hand lotions because they smell good, although they are not really like the best for your skin because the high perfume content doesn't really make them the most moisturizing thing, but I do use those if, you know, just for smelling nice. At nighttime, I will use this Neutrogena hand cream, the Norwegian formula. Again, this makes my hands so soft, and this is a great one to put on my skin at night. Now, I have like dryness around my cuticles like a lot of people do, and I do have that tendency to want to like pick at my cuticles. If I rub this in my hands and into my nail beds, my cuticles soften up and I don't have the urge to kind of pick at my skin quite as much. So I love this stuff. I use that a lot. So one more thing I wanted to add in here was sunscreen. So obviously sunscreen is not part of my nighttime skincare routine, but I have mentioned sunscreen a few times in this video, so I did want to touch on it and talk about the products that I use. So sunscreen obviously is a big part of my life. I'm fair-skinned, I'm older, I use sunscreen on a daily basis. The makeup that I use, my Bare Minerals foundation and the Mineral Veil, both have sunscreen in them, but in addition to that, I do have sunscreen creams that I put on my face. So one that I use a lot is the Banana Boat Sport Ultra. Now I use this when I go running, when I have no makeup on my face and I'm only wearing sunscreen. So I do put this on my face. Now you want to be careful obviously about what kind of sunscreens you put on your face. So just trial and error, try it. If it's too thick, if it's causing breakouts, don't use it anymore. But everyone's going to react differently to them. This is a pretty thick, it is a sport sunscreen, so I do like it when I run, when I know I'm going to be like sweating or rubbing my face a lot or whatever. That one works really well for me. Another one that I like, another Neutrogena product. So this is the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Dry Touch. I have this in a couple different versions. This is the 45 SPF. I also have it in a 55 SPF, and then the big bottle in the 30 SPF. So I do put these on my face also, and the rest of my body as well, my shoulders and arms. Again, when I'm running, I really want to be covered up. Even going out for a run at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, I noticed over the summer I was getting tan lines on my shoulders, and I don't want that. I don't want to be tan. I don't want sunspots. I don't want to damage my skin. So sunscreen and covering up and protecting my skin is very important. Another one that I like to use, which is more of like a makeup sunscreen, is this Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. This is like a tinted sunscreen or more like a makeup sunscreen. And I wear this a lot when I want to have sunscreen on, but I also want to have makeup on. So I can use this as a layer underneath my makeup because it's Bare Minerals. It works well with my Bare Minerals makeup. Sometimes I will just wear this only as my makeup. when we're going somewhere, like if we're going to be walking around outside for a while, or when we're on vacation, like somewhere, if we're in a city and we're going to be doing a lot of outside walking. Disney World, I wear this all the time on my face. So I just did want to include that and talk about some of the sunscreens that I use while I was discussing the rest of my skincare. And then just a quick word on the vitamin C serum, which I talked about in my morning skincare routine. So I do not use this at night. I'm just calling this out right now because this is the timeless vitamin C serum that I typically use, and I was running low on it and I just had to place an order for more, and I accidentally got the wrong one. This is just my fault. I clicked on the wrong one on the website, and the one I normally use is the 20% vitamin C, and this one is 10% vitamin C. So I'm going to use this. Usually one of these bottles will last me about 2 months. I'm kind of bummed out that I didn't get the right one, but I'm sure there's nothing wrong with using this. It's not going to hurt me. So I'm going to try this out and use it for the next couple months, and then I'll be able to kind of review and speak on how I liked it. I've only used it 2 days so far. The consistency is a little bit slightly different than the 20%. The 20% one is a little bit more watery. I wouldn't say this is thick. It's still a very watery, thin lotion, but not quite as watery as the 20%. So we'll see how that goes using that. Anyway, thanks for watching as I go through these different products. I hope you found this useful. I'm going to have links in the description to all of the products that I talked about if you're interested in checking them out. If you have any questions or more information on anything that you want to add, some things that you have in your skincare routine that have worked well for you, please feel free to leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.